through a couple ways to stretch the upper body, so especially the tight pectoral chest muscles, front of the shoulder, as well as the opposite side, so around the shoulder blade, upper mid-back. This can be good anytime throughout the day. Say you're just going to take a break during work to stretch and open the chest back up. Anytime during your day. I will often use this as part of a warm-up before exercise and even part of the cool down to stretch after. So you might be familiar with these, but they're just good to review. So to stretch and open up the front part, if you have a corner, some sort of doorway, a wall, something you can just rest your forearm on and have some stability to lean into that. I will usually step my opposite leg forward as well. So right now my forearm is just braced against this wall, and then I'm stepping forward. So for this, I'm trying to turn so you can see the angle, I'm usually going to have my elbow slightly below shoulder height, but you're really trying to find what's comfortable for your body and allows you to feel a stretch through the chest and the shoulder. So I really like to emphasize breathing as a way to enhance this stretch. So I'm going to lean into it to the point that I feel a mild stretch there. But then as I inhale, I want to direct my inhalation to this area to help from the inside, help stretch and expand the muscles. So I'm not just stretching externally, but I'm using the power of my breath to help from the inside also expand and stretch and open up a really tight area. So in that position, again, good posture, looking straight ahead, getting that mild stretch by kind of bending the front knee and leaning, putting weight on that front leg. And then as you inhale, feeling that stretch intensify. And as you exhale, you can lean just ever so slightly more into that stretch. And you'll start to discover that as you inhale and exhale, you're really warming and expanding that area that's very tight, and you're getting it to have better range of motion. That's going to help alleviate any variety of neck and shoulder and upper back issues, just because those muscles get so tight and pull. So of course you'll want to turn around and do both sides on that. And then to stretch the upper back and around and under the shoulder blade, you just pull one arm across, drop that shoulder. Most people like to hike it up towards their ear, so try to drop that shoulder. I'm just taking my other arm to pull this in and trying to find that spot where you feel a stretch kind of across the back of the shoulder, across sort of the mid upper back around the shoulder blade. And again, just breathing. So now when you inhale, you're trying to inhale into your back and use the air from your lungs going more posterior. So try to breathe into your back. And then as you exhale, just dropping that shoulder, pulling that arm a little closer to you. For some people, body position, it just feels better to, if you have something sturdy, I can't really do it with the corner of this wall, but if you have something sturdy that you can just grab onto and hold, sometimes you can get into this position a little more comfortably. You don't have to pull your arm, into your body as much. Sometimes that works better for people. But just trying to find a position, you can bend the elbow or straighten the arm, whatever feels better to you. But drop that shoulder down. You can even get some neck stretches in there. So just exploring your tight areas and trying to breathe, relax, don't hold tension, and let those areas expand and open up. It is usually a good idea to get the equal and opposite sides, right? So the front and the back of the body in a particular area, because they always work together. If one side's tight, the other side's overstretched, or maybe there's tension in both areas for different reasons, but they work in conjunction together. So it's good to address both sides, even though one might be tighter, maybe the front's tighter, maybe you'll stretch it a second time, but getting both the front and the back to open up. You can even clasp your hands behind your back, roll those shoulders back and down, making sure again that you have good core support. You're not just arching and flaring those ribs out. Okay, and still breathing, nice deep breaths, opening up. Breathing to open up that chest, pulling the arms down in the back. And again, you can add some great neck stretches in there. Just finding those ranges of motion that get to your tight spots and help open them up, but allowing enough time that you breathe into those postures and use your breath to help stretch and open up those tight areas.